Why are my jumper cables melting or smoking? And how to stop it before something burns. You connect the jumper cables, step back, and suddenly you smell burning plastic. Maybe you even see smoke curling up from the cable insulation. This isn't normal heat. This is the kind of mistake that can melt wiring, kill batteries, and in the worst cases, start an engine bay fire. I've seen this happen on BMWs, Toyotas, Fords. Brand doesn't matter. The physics is the same. Let's break down why jumper cables melt or smoke and how to fix it the right way. But just before we start, please ensure you've subscribed to the channel. The jumper cables are too thin. Low gauge means high heat. This is the most common cause I see in real life. Cheap jumper cables often look thick because of bulky insulation, but inside they use thin aluminum or low-quality copper. When you try to crank an engine that needs 200 to 400 amps, those thin conductors turn into heating elements. I once watched a set of bargain cables melt on a Toyota Camry 2.4 that had a weak starter. The cables didn't fail instantly. They heated up slowly, softened, then started smoking near the clamps. How to fix it? Use low-gauge cables. For normal cars, you want 4 AWG at minimum and 2 AWG or 10 AWG if you deal with SUVs, diesels, or cold weather. Real copper, heavy weight. If the cables feel light, they're junk. Bad clamp contact creates resistance. Even good cables can overheat if the clamps aren't making solid contact. Painted battery terminals, corrosion, loose jaws, or cheap clamps with weak springs all create resistance. Resistance equals heat. That heat concentrates right at the clamp, which is why melting usually starts there. I've seen this on Volkswagen and Audi batteries with side posts or partially covered terminals. People clamp onto a bad angle, think it's fine, and then wonder why the cable is smoking. How to fix it? Clamp directly onto clean, bare metal. Wiggle the clamp and make sure it bites hard. If the clamps feel weak in your hand, replace the cables. Good clamps matter as much as wire thickness. Reversed polarity. Even for a few seconds, this one can go bad fast. If you accidentally reverse positive and negative, even briefly, current flow becomes extreme. The cables can heat up in seconds. I've seen insulation blister almost instantly on a Ford Focus after reverse connection. No cranking, just heat. Modern cars have sensitive electronics, but jumper cables will often be the first thing to fail. How to fix it? Always connect in this order. Red to dead battery positive, red to good battery positive, black to good battery negative, black to engine block or chassis ground on the dead car. If you see sparks immediately or hear buzzing, stop, disconnect, and recheck. The dead car has a short or locked component. Sometimes the cables are fine and the connection is correct, but the car itself is the problem. A seized starter motor, internal battery short, or damaged main cable can pull insane current. The jumper cables act like a fuse, except they're not designed to melt safely. I had this happen on a BMW E90 with a starter that was mechanically locked. The moment we connected jumpers, the cables started heating without even turning the key. How to fix it? If the cables heat up before cranking, stop immediately. Don't keep trying. The issue is internal: starter, battery, or wiring. Jump starting won't fix it and may cause more damage. Letting the donor car rev too high. This is a mistake people don't talk about enough. Revving the donor car increases alternator output. More voltage plus a heavy load equals more current, and more heat in weak cables. I've seen jumper cables smoke while jump starting a Chevy Silverado, simply because the donor truck was revving at 2,500 RPM with thin cables. How to fix it? Keep the donor car at idle or slightly above. Let the dead battery charge for a few minutes before cranking. Jump starting is about controlled current, not brute force. Final advice from a mechanic: if your jumper cables are melting or smoking, that's not just heat. That's a warning. Either the cables are garbage, the connection is bad, or the car has a serious electrical issue. Good cables cost less than a burned wiring harness and a lot less than a car fire.